everyone, good evening and welcome back to our live review sessions for the LEAP review. Okay, so for tonight, we will now discuss your Rizal. So the life and works of Rizal. Okay, so for tonight, we will discuss, I think, 5 questions na galing sa app, and then on Thursday, ganun ulit, 5 questions, and then on Saturday, we will now discuss 20 questions. Okay, so let's start with our review. So this is the app for the LEAP, and then ang quizzes natin ay nandito. So we will now discuss your life and works of Rizal. Okay, so let's take our quiz. So i-check nyo guys kung ilan yung score na makukuha nyo. So you should have the perfect score kasi ilang days na lang before the board exam. Check nga natin bago tayo mag-start. Ilang days na lang bago mag-boards? 67 days. Ayan, so dapat medyo nakapag-review na tayo. Almost mga 3/4 na dapat ang mga natapos natin for the review. Okay, so let's start with the first question. He is one of the symbols of human suffering. Is it letter A, Basilio? Ay, wait. Parang sinabi yata nila masyadong maliit. Tama ba? Ayan. Para makita ng mga nasa ibang platforms. Ayan. So, ayan. Medyo nakikita na. Okay, again. He is one of the symbols of human suffering. Is it letter A, Basilio? Is it letter B, Crispin? Is it letter C, Elias? Or is it letter D, Kapitan Tiago? Okay. What is your answer, future teachers? Anong sagot natin dito, guys? Nasaan ang ating mga sagot sa Zoom? Dito na lang tayo sa TikTok mga tumingin. What is your answer? Very good. That's your letter C, Elias. Okay? So always remember guys, when we say Elias, he is actually one of the symbols of human suffering. Bakit? Kasi dun sa book natin, dun sa ating Noli Me Tangere, tsaka sa El Fili, sobra yung ginawa ni Jose Rizal sa kanya, di ba? Lalo na sa Noli Me Tangere. And ano yung mga sinuffer? What are the sufferings endured by Elias, di ba? He lost his family, nagkaroon discrimination, and then of course, oppression. Okay? So that's why si Elias is now a symbol of human suffering. And always remember, ano ba yung symbolism ni Elias? So si Elias actually, parang nirepresent niya lang lahat ng Filipino na yun nga, yung naaapi nung Spanish colonial rule. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was this one, pero hindi ko sure na may board exam question na tinanong kung sino nagsabi. Okay? So ano yung pinaka sikat na sinabi ni Elias sa book? So always remember guys that si Elias yung nagsabi ng I shall die without seeing the dawn break upon my homeland. You who shall see it, salute it. Do not forget those who have fallen during the night. So si Elias yung nagsabi nun na hindi daw niya makikita yung dawn break upon his homeland. So ano ibig sabihin ng sinabi ni Elias na yun? Okay? So, ano yung ibig sabihin ng sinabi ni Elias na I shall not see the dawn break upon my homeland? So, ang ibig sabihin ng sinabi niya na yun ay guys, is mamamatay na siya pero hindi pa rin niya makikita yung homeland niya na free. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng dawn break upon my homeland. Okay? So, yung sinabi ni Elias, it's actually a reminder for those na kapag ikaw nakita mo na free na yung country mo, kailangan mong alalahanin yung mga namatay for us to achieve this freedom. Okay? So that's your Elias. Okay? So let's move on to the next question. What Tagalog poem did Rizal write at the age of 8? Okay? So guys, please make sure na maging careful tayo dito sa question na to kasi minsan nagkakamali tayo. Okay? So please make sure that you get this question correctly. Okay? So, what are now the choices? Is it letter A, sa aking mga kababata? Is it letter B, ala Juventud Filipina? Is it letter C, Hymn to the Talisay Tree? Or is it letter D, My Retreat? Okay. So, bakit ko sinabi guys na nakakalito siya? Kasi usually, ang pagpipilian yung sagot dito is letter A tsaka si letter B. So, si C tsaka si D, tanggal na yan. So, si A tsaka si B. So, bakit natin siya mapagbabaliktad? Kasi what is now the English translation sa aking mga kababata? Di ba sa aking mga kababata, ang English translation niya ay what? To my fellow youth. Medyo hindi na yata maganda yung aking pronunciation. Okay. Now, what about letter B? A la Juventud Filipina. So, ano naman ang kanyang English translation? To the Filipino youth. So, pareha siyang may youth sa kanya sa title. So please be very careful. So para hindi tayo makalimot guys, pag tinanong sa atin, what Tagalog poem did Rizal write at the age of 8? So pag 8, ano ka? Bata ka pa. So ano kaya ang susulat niya? Very good. That's your letter A sa aking mga kababata. Okay? So always remember guys, sa aking mga kababata, ang pinaka core ng kanyang ibig sabihin ng gusto niyang isabihin dun sa poem is that we have to love our own language. Okay? So yung ating native language, kailangan nating mahalin. Yan yung sa aking mga kababata. Now, sa board exam natin guys, lumalabas din si letter B, si A la Juventud Filipina. So ano ulit ang kanyang English translation? That's your To the Filipino Youth. Okay? At ang A la Juventud Filipina guys, they said that he wrote this at the age of 18. Okay? And he submitted this poem to a contest at nanalo siya. Okay? So, very flawless daw yung kanya Spanish dito. Yun yung sinasabi nila sa A la Juventud Filipina. Okay? So, dito naman, ano naman ang kanyang pinaka-key concept? So, kung sa aking mga kababata, ang gusto niyong ipahiwatig sa atin is, love your national language or native language. Paano naman dito sa A la Juventud? Sa A la Juventud, ang gusto niyang sabihin is, ang Filipinos ang hope of the fatherland. Okay? So tayo daw ang pag-asa ng bayan. So yan si A la Juventud. Isa pa, kailan sinulat ang aking kababata? 8. Kailan sinulat ang A la Juventud Filipino? 18. Okay? 8 tsaka 18. So wag kakalimutan to guys. Okay? So, next one. Where did Rizal play very successfully the roles of educator, physician, scientist, businessman, artist, and civic-spirited citizen? Is it letter A, Laguna? Is it letter B, Dapitan? Is it letter C, Calamba? Or is it letter D, Bulacan? Anong sagot nyo dito? Yes. Doon sa poem ni Rizal, di ba yung iba-iba kasi yung kanilang pagta-translate. So yung iba sa aking mga kababata, so yung iba sa aking mga kabata. So dun sa libro na binabasa ko, this one, eto, dito, sa aking mga kabata siya. Ayan. So, dito naman, huwag kayo masyadong mag-alala. So, if it's sa aking mga kababata or sa aking mga kabata, usually sa let naman, hindi sila very specific for this one. Kasi nga, very loosely translate. Yung iba kasi, iba-iba yung ating titles. Okay? So, isipin nyo na lang sa aking mga kabata, sa aking mga kababata, 8 years old, ano ang kanya pinaka-core? It's to love your own native language. Okay? So, going back to this question, guys. Ano naman ang sagot natin dito? Where did Rizal play very successfully the roles of educator, physician, scientist, businessman, artist, and civic-spirited citizen? So, lagi niyong tatandaan, guys, ang daming roles ni Rizal. And bakit niya nagawa yan? Kasi siya ay in exile. At laging tatandaan, saan na-exile si Rizal? Very good sa Dapitan. So, lagi nyo na lang tatandaan, kung tayo na-exile, syempre lahat to kaya natin gawin. Pero actually, kahit hindi naman na-exile si Rizal, di ba? Kayang-kaya niyang gawin yan sabay-sabay. So, he was exiled in Dapitan. And because he was exiled, he was now able to play different roles. So, ano yung mga roles na mga ginawa niya? He actually, hindi naman play, but he was actually a very good. So, nag-practice siya ng medicine, nag-pursue siya ng scientific studies. Ano pa? Siya ay nag-continue ng artistic tsaka literary works niya. Ang dami niyang ginawa sa Dapitan. Bakit? Kasi 4 years siyang na-exile. So when was he exiled here? It was in 1892 to 1896. So 4 years na na-exile. Saan? Sa Dapitan. Kailan? 1892 to 1896. Kaya kaya niyang magawa lahat yan. So he actually established a school for boys. Tapos he widened his knowledge for languages, yan. So aside from that, ang dami niyang tinuloy ng mga projects doon sa Dapitan. Tapos gumawa pa daw siya ng isang machine for making bricks. And he also engaged in farming and commerce. Okay? So kaya kung titignan nyo, lahat yan nagawa niya sa Dapitan. Okay? So, let's move on. What is better known as the Rizal Law? What is better known as the Rizal Law? Is it letter A, Republic Act 1015? Is it letter B, Republic Act 1425? Is it letter C, Republic Act 1452? Or is it letter D, Republic Act 1524? Okay. Sa akin dito guys, parang hindi ko siya makalimutan. Ang lagi kong pampaalala dito is, kailan ko sinimulan aralin si Rizal? Nung 14 years old ako. Okay? So, nung 14 years old ako. So, that means, ang start nung RA is 14. So, I can eliminate letter A and letter D. Okay. Ngayon, ano yung susunod kong pampaalala dito? Inaral ko man siya nung 14 years old ako, kailan ko naintindihan? Nung 25 years old na ako. Yun yung sorry. Yun kasi talaga yung pampaalala ko nung nag-review ako sa LET. Kasi nga lagi ko medyo, kahit sa farm nung nag-boards ako guys, hindi kasi ako masyadong nag-aral ng jurisprudence, the laws, tapos ang daming lumabas ng boards ko nung pharmacy. So that's why nung nag-let ako, sabi ko, hindi na ako maniniwala na hindi lumalabas yung mga RA. So may mga lumabas nung boards ko, isa lang yata. and this one. So, paano ang pampaalala natin dito? 14 and 25. So, kailan natin siya sinimulan aralin? 14 years old. Kailan natin naintindihan? 25. Okay? So, that's your letter B, RA 1425. Okay? So, this is the Rizal Law. And ano ba ang pinaka-summary ng Rizal Law? It mandated that all public and private schools have to teach, even your colleges and universities, they have to teach the life, works, and writings of Jose Rizal. Okay, so that's the summary of your Rizal Law. Okay, and we have the fifth question. The place was called Luneta Park before. This was the place called Luneta Park before. Is it letter A, Bagumbayan Field? Is it letter B, Rizal Field? Is it letter C, Rizal Park? Or is it letter D, Bagumbayan Park? Oh, be very careful with this one, guys. Kasi medyo nakakalito to. Okay? Kasi dito, syempre hindi naman. Sige. You can now eliminate letter B tsaka C. Kasi Luneta Park is now known as Rizal Park today. Okay. So before siya naging Rizal Park, ang pangalan niya Luneta Park. Ngayon, before that, ano bang pangalan ng Luneta Park? That's your letter A, Bagumbayan Field. Okay? So this is your Bagumbayan Field, not Bagumbayan Park, it's Bagumbayan Field. Bagumbayan, it's actually, ang ibig sabihin ng Bagumbayan is new town. Okay? So dito, pinatay si Rizal. So in the field, that's where Rizal was shot. That's why it was now renamed as Rizal Park or Luneta Park. Luneta Park, tapos ngayon Rizal Park na siya. Okay? Huwag niyo kakalimutan to ha. Hindi man siya lumalabas recently, pero lumabas siya before. Kaya you have to take note of this one. Okay? So, Bagumbayan Field, Luneta, and now, Rizal. Okay? Ayan. And bonus question, kasi usually 5 questions lang tayo, di ba? So, let's have the last question for tonight. And this is the last question. This was his first poem at Ateneo, which he dedicated to his mother on her birthday. Is it letter A, to my fellow children? Is it letter B, to the child Jesus? Is it letter C, my first inspiration? Or is it letter D, the song of Maria Clara? Hoy, ang galing-galing naman nila. Very good. It's your letter C, my first inspiration. Or, baka sa board exam, guys, hindi siya the English translation. It's the Spanish. Ano bang Spanish ng ating my first inspiration? That's your mi primera inspiración. Ito, this one. That's your mi primera inspiración. And this was actually written by Rizal. So this was the first poem written by Rizal when he was in Ateneo. Okay? So, yan ang ating unang. Bakit siya pala tinawag na first inspiration? Diba? Kasi yung mama ni Jose Rizal, diba siya yung unang teacher ni Rizal? Okay? And of course, mahal na mahal ni nanay niya. And this was dedicated to her mother during her birthday. Okay? So, ilan ang scores na nakuha natin, guys? You should have 6 over 6. Okay na din yung 5 over 6. Very, very good pa rin yung 5 over 6. Even 4 over 6, kayang-kaya. Kayang-kaya yung 4 over 6. So, kung 4 to 6 ang ating scores, guys, very good. Keep up the good work. If it's 3 and below, it's okay. It's fine. We still have 67 or 68 days. Kayang-kaya nating erase yan. Okay? So, bawi tayo on Thursday and on Saturday. Okay? So, that's the end of our very short review for tonight. Sa very short na review for tonight. So those who want to see the app, kasi maraming mga nagme-message na ano daw yung sinasabi nating app for the Leap. So Leap is an online review platform for LET. But oo nga pala, pero sorry dun sa mga March. On September, guys, we will open the face-to-face classes. I hope matuloy face-to-face classes. But for the face-to-face, it's more concentrated on the general education and the professional education only. So, that's your face-to-face. And ang pwede lang mag face-to-face sa LEAP is yung mga naka-enroll din sa online. Kasi kailangan namin, ano siya, synergistic dapat. Ang online siya ang face-to-face. Okay? So, dito sa online, we have our own app. Yan. So, meron tayong sariling app, guys, that you can now create an account and then you can log in. Imagine nyo para siyang Netflix na nandun lahat ng videos na gusto ninyo. So parang ganito yung app natin. So we have the videos, ganyan. And then we have the quizzes here also, the flashcards. So you can make your own quizzes. And then you can download your handouts here. Nandito lahat yung handouts natin. So you can download it multiple times, like this one. Ayan. And then you can also see the videos. And it's classified whether it's Gen Ed, Prof Ed, or your area of specialization. So, nandito lahat. And lahat ng features ng app, it is available 24/7. And then you can access it anywhere in the world. Na-try na siya sa buong mundo naman. So, it's working. And you can watch the videos multiple times. You can take the quizzes multiple times. Yes. Wag kakalimutan, guys, kung mababa yung mga scores natin ngayon, you still have more than 60 days. So 2 months pa yan. Kayang-kaya yan. Okay? So if you have any more questions regarding the review program, regarding the review app, please send us a message sa Facebook page ng LEAP. So it's LEAP Review and Educational Services, INC. And magpa-plug lang ng konti. Please follow my TikTok kasi nagpo-post din ako doon ng board exam questions. I think it's Ma'am Jenna yung pangalan. Pangalan ko pa rin, Ma'am Jenna. Okay, so I think that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you on Thursday. Good night, everyone.